I'm going to go ahead and start the broadcast. Doesn't matter because it's a private broadcast anyway.
Okay.
That way
My
I'm just
dog.
Are we doing it private? You're not doing it public?
No, I usually don't. I mean, I can change that afterwards though.
Okay.
That's not a problem, but we'll definitely.
As long as I don't pass my quota of racist or sexist jokes.
That was earlier this year, I thought.
Per show, Justin.
Per show, okay.
No, if I had a yearly quota, I would blow it in the first show of the year.
How's it coming, Justin?
I don't know why I'm having so much issues here.
If you're using VLC, I'll tell you, it's got to be VLC.
What's BLC?
VLC media player.
Oh.
It's like it's kind of like Windows Media Player.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there's no closed captions, so I'll be relying on what I hear from you guys.
Okay.
Because
I have the volume more or less all the way down on mine.
Mine, the audio, the video is exactly right, but the audio is turned up to 11, like speed wise, and they sound like they've sucked like a balloon full of helium.
Oh, that's their way of getting around the copyright.
That and it's using about an eighth of the screen.
Yep.
And so
got like some kind of crazy border around it or something.
Yeah.
Yep.
How are you coming along, Justin?
Some reason it just keeps putting me right
at the Statue of Liberty.
No, right this beginning this. Okay, there we go.
You got it.
All right.
I have the Marvel Productions, Sunbow Productions. What I have right here. Where do I need to be?
You need to be 20 some odd seconds into it when the GI Joe logo gets a golden shower.
Yeah.
No.
Should be able to see it right. He's just describing it what it is, Ronnie Adams.
You're going to get out in public, and one of your kids is going to say, "Daddy, can I have a golden shower?"
Oh no.
My child sang butt crack in a Chili's, and I recorded it.
Okay, butt crack is a little different from "Daddy, can I have a golden shower?"
Well,
golden showers.
I'm probably going to have to explain
Bring me
myself
flowers.
Ask me for it.
Jesse, I figured out how to do that.
What'd you do?
Basically, VLC, right? You see the playback option at the top?
Yeah.
Title. Get down the title, right?
Yep.
Title says DVD menu, Title 1, etc., right?
I see. I see Title 1, Title 2.
Title. I have Title 13 what I have here.
How about if I say when the giant G.I. Joe logo gets bedazzled? Is that better, Ronnie?
Bedazzled.
I'm just not talking to you tonight, Mark.
Well, it's early for that.
You have to talk to me. We're doing a podcast.
I can just tell everyone that I'm not talking to you on the podcast.
No, you have to talk to me. It's part of the rules.
Don't tell me what to do, Mark.
All right, so do you have it there, Justin? Bedazzled G.I. Joe?
Stop it.
Yeah, I should.
You got it?
All right,
I'm just wondering why there's two different.
So if I say hit.
Well, you say 3, 2, 1, hit play. We can all hit play, and we're good to go.
All right, then let's start, Jesse.
All right. You guys ready? Here we go.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen. Let's see, I didn't even care. I didn't care. I'm just going. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to another great episode right here on the Radulich in Broadcasting Network. Mark Radulich, take it away, sir.
All right, we are doing yet another movie commentary, sticking with the theme of 80s children's television movies. We started, or theatrical productions, as far as that goes. We started with Transformers the movie during Transformers Week. Well, this week it's all military all the time, and what could be more military than G.I. Joe? And tonight Are we doing G.I. Joe with The Rock? No, that would have been easy pickings. That's low-hanging fruit. Are we doing the one with Channing Tatum without The Rock? No, who the hell wants to see that one? No, instead, we're going with the real G.I. Joe movie, the animated G.I. Joe movie. It comes with its very own itty-bitty-ditty bag, ladies and gentlemen. It's got Serpentor as he screams Cobra. La, 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 la. Okay, early ISIS. That's what that was.
No cups, but plenty of crotches.
That's right.
That's
We've
right.
got an all-star panel tonight. Of course, we've got the boss, the disapproving dad, the host of Source Material in his own right, Mr. Jesse Starcher. How do you do, sir?
Oh, buddy, I'm excited. It's been 20 years or more, probably, and I cannot wait to watch this again.
All right, and we've got another panelist. He was with us for the Transformers podcast. He was also with us when we discussed Revolution with that robot Dick Rom and those crazy guys from Mask and all that. Ladies and gentlemen, the inimitable Justin Thomas. How do you do, sir?
All right, how you doing?
Oh, I'm just dandy. We are, last but not least, of the adults in the room, we are joined by Ronnie Adams, the host of the Screaming Boy podcast. He's the Lorax. He speaks for the trees. And he's connected to the green, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice.
Johnny cut him off and he's left the podcast. He's back. I'm sorry. Have I offended thee?
No, I don't know what happened.
You got introduced, and then you cold-shouldered Mark Radulich. It was hilarious.
I told you guys I'm not talking to Mark tonight.
You have to. It's the rules. All right.
Play by your rules.
We are also joined by my 6-year-old daughter, Lily, who is currently playing with her Monster High doll, but she's going to watch as much of this movie as she can until she passes out.
So if I do pass out, then I might have to go to sleep in my bed. If I don't pass out, then I'll get to go, but then I stay up the whole time and see what
awesome.
That's riveting. And this is my 3-year-old son, Jonas. Jonas, this works a lot better if you stop running and pacing and talk into the phone. Come here.
That's actually what I do in every podcast I'm on with you.
Okay. So this is going to be the kid's first time watching this. My son has been dying to watch this thing. So I'm going to count us down here. 1, 2, 3, hit play. If you're Sorry?
I hit play.
No.
Oh, don't hit play, you son of a...
If you're following along at home, since this is a comment, Joe, no more ambient noise. We are about 22 to 28 seconds in. It's when the G.I. Joe logo gets bedazzled with golden sparklies. And we're going to go 1.
No, wait. I hit play and I...
Done messed up Ronnie Adams. Let us know when you're ready, Ronnie Adams.
I will be ready in... Okay, go. Just go.
All right, 3,
Go, Joe.
2, 1, hit play. All right. We have moved away from the bedazzling, and we got the Statue of Liberty and fireworks.
Now, here's the thing. I was watching, just checking out the intro, checking out the copy that I of the movie I had here. And do you guys recall, has any of the animated show when the cartoon was around, could you pin that down to any real section of the United States of America? For me, the Statue of Liberty makes things real. And by the way, there's some skilled pilots going through a bunch of parachutes right there. I don't understand how.
I'm telling you, man.
Those gliders.
Yeah.
And of course, the first one taken out is Major Blood.
Major Blood.
Who was always retreating. Do you remember that?
Mm.
Retreat! G.I. Joe would barely be on the scene. They would be shooting vaguely in their direction, and Major Blood would be like, retreat! He was the most cowardly of Cobra.
Man, you're getting the whole toy line here, guys.
Oh, yeah. And unlike the Transformers movie, they don't wipe everybody out in the first 5 minutes.
Well, that's because unlike the Transformers, they didn't have a new toy line to introduce other than Cobra La.
Cobra, la 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 la.
What?
A bit early for that.
What just happened?
This is one of my favorite themes.
Dang, Snake Eyes
in all of
skills.
cartoons. Just that, that dun 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 Cobra.
Dude, when I saw this, my whole world was just crazy. I mean, it was amazing because this was just the coolest entrance.
He just straight up murdered Cobra Commander right there. By the way, he had
knocked him
no
off the
idea his
building.
ass was going to get saved.
Did anybody
Even the Marauders are in here.
Did anybody realize that I think it was Clutch who just shot a daggone grappling hook
Oh, I saw
onto
that.
a plane? What the heck?
Oh, Alpine, that one part.
Was it Alpine? I don't know who it was. They all had crazy names.
Now, guys, you're going to have to help me with some of the names. I remember, like, this is Duke, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Duke is about to murder a whole bunch of Cobra.
If he's in a coma, he's Duke.
Yeah, you do realize that if anybody was on that flying aircraft carrier that they stole from Shield,
That's the voice of Starscream, dude.
they just murdered everybody on that ship, and they're all proud of themselves.
Man, like I said, you can't get much better than GI Joe defending. Which I would love to know what happened and caused. Cobra decides to blow up the Statue of Liberty, or I don't know. I wouldn't think it'd take that much of a force to do that. But I mean, that intro
Johnson,
full of just a globulous.
Yeah. Okay. Burgess Meredith is one of the finest actors of our age, or of this age, and he played a guy named Globulus. Sergeant Slaughter as Sergeant Slaughter. There's a stretch.
It's as good. It's as good as what's his face there?
Yeah, him.
Shut up. The Unicron.
Oh yeah, Rosebud.
Orson Welles.
Thank you.
It's as good as Orson Welles playing a planet-eating monster robot. Which, by the way, okay, let's talk toys for a minute. Let's get all Screaming Boy about it. Who had the Pterodome?
I did not. I wanted the Pterodome really bad.
Oh man, yeah.
I did have a trouble bubble though. The ones that are flying around right now.
Yeah, I did not. I didn't have any big vehicles at all. I had a few small ones, like there was a Cobra boat I think I had, which was red and orange, which I still have, by the way, Mark Radlich, in a case somewhere. No kids are playing with that one. There is. I'm thinking I might have had one of the GI Joe vehicles.
Wait.
What?
Are we going to ignore the fact that we have an important person that just came on the Zoom?
Who's this guy?
Serpentor
with snakes
on command.
Okay, sorry. We go back to Jesse having toys now.
I didn't have toys. My childhood is sad. No, I had. This was my favorite toy line of all time. Was GI Joe, and I didn't have a whole lot of the vehicles. But I recall a few people that did. I think I mentioned how one of my buddies had the aircraft carrier. And, of course, it seemed like he had every other G.I. Joe that you could imagine.
Zartan.
Yeah.
Storm Shadow, Mindbender.
One of my friends had the G.I. Joe aircraft carrier. It took up the entire living room in this kid's house.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
How large that was. And my friend had to keep his in the basement because he didn't have room for it in his room. And I'm sure his parents were like, they ain't going anywhere.
You had to live on an aircraft carrier to play with the aircraft carrier.
He put a little pillow on
make it into your bed.
But you knew you had money or they had money if you saw that. Usually you knew.
Or their parents were into showing off and didn't really have money though.
They were in debt.
Many people in this country are. So let me ask you a question, Jesse.
Yeah.
And I'm being deadly serious. I'm not making a joke. At any point in your life, did you want to join the military because of G.I. Joe?
No.
Yes.
No.
No, I never.
Yes. Okay.
I was gonna say I never did. Go ahead, Ronnie.
Yeah, I mean, but not when I found out it wasn't like GI Joe.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dude, I want to be
You know,
Cobra.
there were no laser guns.
You would. Now, okay, let's ask a question about the cartoon. Did GI Joe fire lasers or were they firing bullets?
I
Lasers.
was thinking it was always
The
laser.
wire spent cartridges coming out of their gun in the opening of this movie.
There's a lot of great questions you're asking, Ronnie. When I was a kid, my father told me two things that I remember to this day. Of all the advice he's ever given me, it's the only two things I've ever listened to. One, that if somebody really jumped off the top rope and dropped an elbow on your chest, he'd kill you. Wrestling is fake, and I'm ashamed you watch it. He was also ashamed that I watched the Dukes of Hazzard, but that was much later in life. The other thing he used to say is he'd be watching me watch G.I. Joe, and he would say, 1,000 rounds of ammunition being fired in every direction and nobody gets hit. This is the stupidest show I've ever seen.
Jeez. That sounds like my grandpa. My grandpa, he could not take, he would watch it. I'd go down there and visit him when I was like 14, 15 years old. We'd be watching some kind of action movie, and grandpa's got to come in and go, is this a true story? I was like, come on, man. Not everything's a damn true story, okay?
Did you want to say something?
Are we
give you a hard time?
Okay, where are you guys? Because I'm seeing a lot of action go on. We haven't talked about it.
Yeah, there's this ninja gal who's running.
Lady Deathstrike.
Lady Deathstrike. Who's just running. Now, hang on. My daughter has something to say here. Go ahead, Lily.
The guy that had the snakes, he had snakes around him.
Yeah. Lily's actually watching the movie and wanting to comment on it. She's doing a better job of commentary than we are.
I've been wanting to comment on it.
Go ahead, Ronnie.
No, I mean, I don't have anything to say now.
What? Oh, hit you with the deadly tentacle cookie. That's never good.
I was going with crab, but okay.
Okay, right there. Burning his face. Oh, God! And then an uppercut. I mean, this chick, excuse me for our PC listeners, this young lady has like this weaponry from outer space, face huggers and tentacle cookies and all this stuff. And then I mean, like, this blew
biotechnology.
This blew my mind as a kid. I was like, what is this? This is a GI Joe. She's amazing.
Did she have a figure?
Yeah.
No. Did she?
No.
I thought.
No, she didn't.
Yeah, I don't remember her ever having a figure.
They had the guards, the Nemesis Enforcer, and Globulus.
Yeah, I had both of those.
They had the 3-pack.
Ooh.
That was probably my greatest ever 3-pack. Or greatest ever figures were the 3-pack that I got for Christmas of Globulus, Nemesis, Enforcer. Who's the other one?
It was a guard.
That's right.
Maybe they did. And then Serpentor can make a spear out of a cobra.
Yeah. It's fantastic. Serpentor was
love
the
it.
best.
Yes, he was. And then but where do the rest of the snakes come from? He pulls one out, he makes a spear out of it, and then it just reappears and it acts like a hand puppet.
You're awfully nitpicky.
No. I'm just like, shut up.
See, those are lasers. Those are laser beam sounds.
Yeah.
What?
She does all this to get a meeting with the guy. She's like not even there to kill him, which I think is hilarious. Just like she could have just made an appointment. Instead, she just kills a whole bunch of cobra.
Yeah, she did. She mutilated him. Who actually liked the GI Joe quick kick?
I didn't mind him. I mean, I didn't hate him.
I mean,
look at that.
I like the concept of it. I mean, then I saw him on the cartoon.
He was really lame in the cartoon. He walked around doing like impressions all the time of Humphrey Bogart, and people kids didn't know who they were.
Now she's gonna offer him like cocaine. This is where she's gonna offer him cocaine or something.
Cocaine in my shell. Look at that. Okay.
Oh.
Somebody.
Here's a Penter. Would you like to powder your nose?
So go back to you saying him ask if it was a true story or not. That right there is what turned me away from so many movies.
Oh, really?
As soon as I hear a true story, I'm like, yep, not gonna watch it.
You were all about fiction, huh?
Well, I mean, they never can get it accurate. They over dramatize it.
Oh, then you'll love Dunkirk. If you're into true stories, there's no over dramatization. Yeah, Dunkirk's pretty bleak. But enough about that. You'll hear about that on Tuesday.
Guess I'm just more about fiction, I guess. So hey, it's Scarlett, and she's actually not a total. Well, you know what I mean. After reading Revolution,
she's not a domineering personality. Is that what we were going for? I think that turret went up that one GI Joe's butt.
Is Jonas watching?
Jonas, are you watching? He's been running in and out of the room.
You said he's been itching to watch.
Yeah.
Is he all about? Tomax and Zaymon. Is he all about?
Right. We got another battle here.
That's our command.
Cobra. La, 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 la.
Yeah, where does that come from?
I don't know, but it was really inspiration for ISIS.
We'll go with that.
Was that quick kick running to the front with a gun?
He did use a gun in the series sometimes.
Yeah, because he's got some balls on him. Everybody else is running backwards.
If he's wearing shoes.
Gotta be cold.
He was the barefoot G.I. Joe. Oh wow!
Who was the dude in white there, Justin? Was that Snow Job?
Snow Job.
I had this tank. I had the tank that Quick Kick's driving. The Snow Job's on. Nice.
Guys, stop.
Yeah, I had. Didn't that come with Cross Country?
Yeah. We'll go with that.
Was Serpentor? Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I was the Firefly. Was a pretty cool character.
He was the Beachhead knockoff.
Yeah, he was the poor man's Beachhead.
Okay.
What do you mean? He came up before Beachhead did.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, way before.
Beachhead is just a little bit more popular, maybe.
Still the poor man's Beachhead.
Hey, Dr. Mindbender.
Snake Eyes,
we got
wearing a jacket.
Driving a tank here. We got Roadblock on top of the tank, firing off his laser machine gun. Earlier in the scene, Cobra Commander was complaining about the budget, which I love. Mid-fight, he's just like, "This is costing us a fortune." Maybe you talk about that later.
Terrorism is not cheap, apparently.
No.
Oh, almost got you there. You're lucky.
I had Zartan and all those guys.
All right, so while my father is correct in saying that nobody ever gets killed in these things, they're messing up a lot of Cobra vehicles. I'm noticing the G.I. Joe vehicles are not being hit at all.
No.
Apparently, Cobra, Stormtroopers, several others all went to the same school of infantry.
Just a good old-fashioned
This just happened to have a grenade just stuck in his jacket there.
You don't leave home without it.
Yeah. Did he pull the pin with his teeth?
Yes, he did.
He might have, yeah.
Do you know how many
one-handed?
Did you know how many teeth that would break in real life?
Black Entertainment Television just exploded.
Yes, it did. Oh wow!
The satellites are down.
And the missiles have been launched. Oh dear! Run away!
See, they're messing up a lot of vehicles here. I mean, things are getting hit. Maybe not people, but things are getting hit.
How they get away on foot so fast,
Run.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Away.
It's like RBI. They run really slow. RBI baseball for the Nintendo. They run really, really slow to the bases, but run really fast when they get out.
I'm working out some headcanon as to why Cobra is sabotaging the Black
Here we
Entertainment Network there, okay? I don't...
Stop it.
Boom!
We got us a good fight with Serpentor and Duke here.
Yeah, we got some good stuff coming up here, if I remember correctly.
Serpentor and Cobra Commander had that Megatron Starscream relationship. I swear they do.
Yeah.
Haha, monkey flip right in the satellite.
Yep, and we attempt to murder our first bad guy.
His pinky was messed up. A little
Bake,
broken.
not fried.
Bake, not fried. Oh, come on, Baroness. Homina.
It's a cartoon, Jesse. Chill.
Oh, sorry.
All right, hang on one second. I gotta yell at my kids. Give him the doggy blanket. There are 3 other blankets you can use here. Why do you have to have that one? Just because
Who's
piss off brother?
Who's the dude driving with the skunk hair?
This is it. Don't ask for anything else here.
He's a dreadnought.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guys, if you're gonna fight and be a pain through this whole thing, you're gonna go to bed. You sit down and watch the movie.
Do it.
Yeah,
Do it, Duke. Take him out. Shoot him in the face. Oh, Roblox say no. Don't do it.
Shoop-de-doop.
Shipwreck.
Shipwreck.
Listen, do not badmouth Shipwreck.
Come and get your sandwiches.
That was gung ho.
Oh, it was gung ho. Dang it. Shipwreck is one of them, isn't he? He is.
It's the one where he's on to the boy and it's like he's his father.
Oh, okay.
Like it's insinuating his mother was a prostitute.
Fensler film, ladies and gentlemen. We are totally doing a commentary on something totally different.
Wait, is that the actual Shipwreck episode, or is that like one of your?
No, it's the goofy YouTube.
Okay.
PSAs. The PSAs, yeah.
Because I vaguely remember the Shipwreck one being it was not for children. It was like there was hallucinating going on, and if I remember correctly, it was a wild episode.
he's all, tell me, do you play baseball?
Oh, here we got some.
All right, so here's where the movie takes a turn for the weird.
I don't remember the plot here. What's going on? Did they just show back up and then now we got a bunch of weird looking plants or?
Well, it was if I remember correctly, the whole thing was they obviously wanted to get the satellite for something, but I think she was trying to tell Serpentor that he needed to awaken the Burgess Meredith character and somebody else, and that's what this whole thing is about.
It was his destiny.
Yeah.
Nope. Nemesis Enforcer.
Nemesis Enforcer was a badass.
Well, we're about to see said badass.
Mm-hmm.
He was the champion.
Killed Roadblock.
He was the champion of my Fed for quite a little bit.
There's the guards.
Okay, yes. I remember those guys now. Bang! What do you think of that? Don't think so.
Boom. That'll mess up your face.
That will.
Come on, Snake Eyes. There's Dusty.
Don't use
Shipwreck.
Stupid pistol. Snake Eyes, where's your sword, man?
See, this is where they started. This is where they needed to kill off some Joes to really to make this more effective.
This was not released in theaters, right?
No, this was a made-for-TV movie.
Okay.
But I believe this got primetime play. I believe this was aired at night.
April 20th, 1987.
Boom.
Well,
see, Snowjob to give this a little bit of weight, Snowjob should have bought it right here.
Yeah.
He survives way too much.
Wow.
Man.
The wings.
Mm-hmm.
I think
this band that could hurt someone very easily.
Uh-huh.
Yes, that's the Nemesis Enforcer, Lillian. You're absolutely right. His knife blades on his arms, and he just bitch slapped Cobra Commander.
His ass flying.
Yeah, he did. He just said no with your metal face.
She needed a figure.
A ninja girl.
I don't understand why she didn't get a figure.
Because boys bought these toys, not girls, and they weren't going to buy a girl toy.
It figures.
Time to get out.
I'm sure they looked at sales of Lady J, Scarlet, and Baroness, and were like, "All right, this isn't worth making."
Yeah, and they're like, "Well, yeah. That's sad."
Hey, you want to do me a favor? Almond milk.
I'll say I don't recall CoverGirl ever getting her in figure either.
Yep, I guarantee you at some point. I guess this was this Mattel or no Hasbro.
Hasbro.
At some point, Hasbro, looked at the spreadsheets, looked at the sales figures, and was just like, "This isn't worth it."
I can't remember if CoverGirl did or did not, but I remember having Scarlet and Lady J because Lady J.
Yeah, but those were like version 1 and version 2 figures. And my argument is it wasn't until after that they looked at the sales figures and said,
"Yeah,
this isn't worth it anymore."
Now,
I just remember because Lady J fell a victim to the lawnmower.
Oh, jeez. I'll say Zorana had her in figure, though, from the Dreadnoughts.
Yeah, from the Dreadnoughts,
yep,
yeah.
I believe she was a version 2 character.
Mm-hmm. She was not an original Dreadnought. Why?
It's like all the... Did you realize this? Most of the Series 1 people got captured, and most of the Series 2 are going to be right here fighting this battle, pretty much.
And then we're going to get to a training sequence.
This is Flint, right?
Talk about a montage.
Yeah.
Okay. My favorite part is that one of the characters is named Big Lob.
Lifeline, Avalanche.
Big Lob.
Big Lob.
I'm sorry, Justin. I cut you off because I was too busy yelling out Big Lob.
Beachhead. Jinx.
I'm pretty sure he says shit in this movie too.
Does he really?
I don't think so.
Yeah, like one of them does.
Tunnel
Rat is Big Lob. Yeah, her.
Jinx.
Yeah, she has a figure. I have it upstairs, and I have one of her crotches too.
Well,
and I used to have that guy. Law and Order.
Beachhead beats up the ninja girl, and he's like, "Shit." It's like all disgusted, or like the lawyer, or like the
yeah,
the Wire. Shit. And then like she gets up and kicks his ass, and it's like, well, like my blind ninja master taught me, and like, oh boy.
Made for TV movie, and they said that.
They snuck it.
I don't. Well,
there's no way.
I still don't think that they did that, but
I'll tell you what was always a big selling factor for me as far as the figures went. I always liked the ones with the so-called pets. Like you had Spirit with the eagle, and you had Shipwreck with the parrot, and Snake Eyes with the wolf.
Yeah, like I was saying, I have Law and Order, which is the
MP.
guy. Yeah, the MP guy, and he had a dog.
And then Mutt. Mm-hmm. Remember Mutt?
Mutt had a dog too.
Butt Crack.
Yeah,
that would have been an awesome G.I. Joe name.
Honestly,
I would have sold a lot of toys.
Yeah, honestly, it probably really was already.
Presenting Series 8, Butt Crack.
Tunnel Rat's about to cheat here. Instead of going through the course like he's supposed to.
I must have had a lot more Series 2 then. Second Wave or whatever they call it.
Listen, there's a reason they called him Tunnel Rat.
It's all about the abilities.
They were really
Watch the
into
barbed wire.
having one character that had to talk in like commentary or TV talk. Between this dude
He'd
and
talk
Wreck-Gar.
underwater.
He's talking underwater. Ring the bell. Cuba Gooding Jr. is going to show up here in just a second in a diving suit.
Very good, Joe. Glad you stepped in your butt.
What's the name of that movie?
Okay.
Was it? I can't remember.
Oh, my hand.
All right.
Oh,
Okay.
Punch
And everybody else is going
Trying
to
hear and talk.
just completely ignore the fact that they had electrified barbed wire underwater.
I think it was
No, it
above
wasn't
water.
underwater. It was
You had to
above
go
the water.
under it in the water.
Yeah.
That would have been bad news.
I must have missed something there.
That wouldn't have made any sense at all.
Because flying guys with giant wings that can pick up tanks.
I don't remember his dog being gray. I thought it was.
Mutt
well,
had
the
the
figure.
Rottweiler. Mutt had the Rottweiler.
Oh,
He had the gray dog that looked like a wolf.
now wasn't Law and Order like Spanish or
Mexican.
speak Spanish? Was he Mexican or?
Was he Latino?
Thank you. I still don't have an answer.
I don't know.
Well, you know what?
It's just you balking at that. You were like, was he best?
Oh, jeez.
Uh,
No, not
Well,
Fetch. No.
Yeah, because we do live ammunition here in the GI Joe Training Center. This is actual dynamite.
well, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that thing should have blown up by now. There we go. Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb.
Oh, Batman reference.
There's a movie we need to do commentary for.
Rest in peace, Adam West.
Mhm.
Yep. Also known as Action Force, the movie in the UK.
Oh yeah.
Action Force. Misfire.
I like how he just grabs the rocket and goes
Off
after it.
of the and that's Chuckles. He's not real bright.
Yeah, he's about to run into battle with a missile on his shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
He chucked it all right.
Misfire that.
Oh, boo.
I got none of these recruits do what they're supposed to. Here we
Who
go.
else wanted
All right.
the
All right,
the
somebody
giant?
put the volume up on this because I want to hear him curse at her.
Oh, yeah, somebody else.
Well, you ain't going to be able to hear it on my end because I got my headphones on. But I am going to turn it up.
You don't have to turn it up so the rest of us can hear it. I just want one person to confirm my hallucinations.
All right, I'm
Jesse?
listening. I'm listening right now. You guys go ahead and talk amongst yourself. I'll yell out in glee when I hear it.
Okay, her name is Jinx. All right, Lily, you typically like the girl characters. What do you think of Jinx?
She's nice. I know she's doing with the boys, but she still is amazing. She just needs lots of practice if she wants to be in.
Well, what you're going to find out momentarily is that she needs to wear her hood that covers her eyes because she was trained by a blind ninja master. And that's not a trope or anything, Lily. That's not a trope at all.
Whoa. Wait a second.
Here we go.
This is my own. How does she do that with a blind?
Because she was taught by her blind ninja master.
Where's my hands? Where are my hands?
They're in. You're being a silly goose.
Where are my hands?
I don't know, Joe.
He said absolutely nothing.
No, I'm hallucinating again.
Nothing.
Okay.
He said nothing. That was your dad watching this going, shit. Like
Maybe. I'm not gonna doubt that. I would have sworn. Maybe it was more like a
Yeah.
bleh.
Now we got
he
Jay.
didn't make a noise at all, man. He got his butt kicked, and then we just transitioned to the next scene.
No, it was before. No. It was after she gets her butt kicked.
Oh, really? Well, totally
Yeah.
missed that. Can't rewind.
Yeah. No, I'll watch it again tomorrow with the sound up and see it, and I'll text you guys if that's the case.
Oh,
Whoa, Flint, you hot shot.
that's Falcon. That's Falcon.
Falcon
Lieutenant Falcon.
bringing a lady on the base.
It turns out to be the Baron.
Wonder if
right?
he's named
Everybody
after
knows
the
that Flint
term.
can't get a woman.
Or if he's named after the term Blue Falcon, huh?
Blue Falcon.
Nobody's ever heard of that term?
No.
No,
Tell me. What's it
I
about?
don't think I want to.
Blue Falcon.
I don't think it's what you think, Ronnie.
Let's just say we used to call a guy that didn't do his share at work Blue Falcon.
Okay. So he's lazy.
No, just buddy.
Blue Falcon is anything like Rusty Trombone or a Compton Gangbang?
Oh, good God, man!
A Cleveland Steamer.
In other words, it's a buddy effort because he has to have everybody over.
Okay.
Blue Falcon. I actually got this term from an actual Army guy too. So
Well, I'm gonna hop on the old the old internets, figure out what that's all about. Blue Falcon. First thing that comes up, strangely enough, is Dynamite Dog Wonder. That's right. Wasn't he part of like that? His partner was
Dynamite.
Yeah, that's right. The Blue Falcon and Dynamite.
Okay, Jonas, is there anything you want to talk about for this movie so far, or do you just want to yell butt crack again?
Please yell butt crack.
Okay, come here. You got to talk into the phone. Tell these boys what you're thinking.
I like Spider-Man.
You like Spider-Man?
See, there's Spider-Man on your phone.
No, that's Deadpool.
No, Spider-Man.
No, that's Deadpool. Justin, tell them who your avatar is.
Oh,
It'd be Deadpool.
See? That's Deadpool. You're not old enough to watch the Deadpool movie, not by a long shot.
Yeah.
Well, I like it.
You can watch,
He likes it.
Spider-Man movies, but you can't watch Deadpool.
He can watch Deadpool in that Spider-Man animated cartoon, that one episode.
There you go.
There you go.
I like it.
Good talk.
Ultimate
right.
Spider-Man.
All right, Jonas, besides the fact that you like Spider-Man, do you have anything to say about this G.I. Joe movie? Yeah. Okay, yep, and then walk away. Good.
Final word. Sandwiches.
Pork chop sandwiches.
No, wait a second. No.
The Bazooka's right there too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Me.
Bazooka, Alpine, and...
I thought it was Gung Ho, the dude in the hat with no shirt on.
Yeah, but
Yeah, that's
Bazooka was
Gung-Ho.
there too. There's Bazooka, Alpine, and Gung Ho.
Alpine was the black dude with the rope, right?
Yeah. And Bazooka was the guy in the...
Oh, we just had a sexual harassment.
What is going on, dude?
Yeah. I don't remember that. Oh, wait a minute.
Whoa. Kick his ass. She had a haircut. I'm turning it up just a little bit so I can figure out and listen what's going on.
Well, he's trying to convince her that the chick was harmless, but she actually stole an ID bracelet to get in. And as he's narrating how they can't get into the base, Cobra's actually doing it with the help of their friends.
This is Don Johnson, by the way, right?
Miami Vice.
Yeah, sounds like it, just like him.
So yeah,
Three
they
more
are,
bats.
and they're all here to rescue Serpentor. Because I think they need Serpentor to raise Globulus or something like that. Again, having not watched this movie in a while, I'm not quite as familiar with the plot here. I do know that that's the idea. They need they need the BET satellite, and they need Serpentor, and they want to bring Globulus to life. That's about all I remember.
Here he comes.
There he is with his wings.
Dude is so awesome.
His arm blades.
Yeah, see your Bazooka with the
Yeah.
the red jersey.
Bazooka with the bazooka.
Get him! Sleeper hold! Well,
Now, what are the other Cobra doing at this point? Are they just watching?
they've
Do they
got
have
him.
Yeah.
signs up? that says like Nemesis Enforcer 316.
He's
This is
wing.
his wing.
Yeah, just puts a wing up.
It's a completely indestructible wing. Okay.
The guy's awesome.
They're all woke now. And Cobra's about to mess up their
Not the
world, too.
trilobites.
Oh, no!
no.
Oh, you done got trilobit.
Oh, the more biotechnology is messing up G.I. Joe.
There's low light.
Seriously, she's
Yep.
the most effective person in this movie.
Blue Falcon. Way to go.
Justin, I looked that term up. That is not a good term. Not a good term at all.
You might want to quit using that.
Not a good term. And it's snowing. And the hell is that? It's the tentacle taco.
Looks like a man of war, kind of.
What is happening?
Some sort of blimp.
And yeah, that. Oh, there you go.
And that's a vagina.
Oh my God!
Couldn't resist. A taco going inside a vagina. All right.
That's how it goes, ladies and gentlemen. A medium-sized slug going into a vagina.
Taco
It's
Tuesday.
Why are you putting remotes in the cup? Go ahead.
Dun, 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 dun.
Globulus.
Is that how it goes? Dun, 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 dun,
Globulus.
dun, 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 dun.
Now here's
And
roll out the red carpet.
I guess it makes it feel mighty, huh?
Nah. That's just they just went over the line with like crazy gross stuff with these guys.
This is like Temple of Doom.
Yeah.
And we'll be reviewing the Temple of Doom on trial in a few weeks.
On trial.
Wait a minute. Why would you put that on trial?
Well,
Because
it's
the whole
go ahead,
gimmick of
Mark.
the whole gimmick of the show is to try to find movies that are generally like disapproved by people and try to find something defensible about it. Sean had a
Right.
really funny argument for Planet of the Apes. He was like, "It's so bad, but it had to be bad so that we could get good movies in the future." And I'm like, not since Catwoman have I heard such a cockamamie argument.
Wait, there was a Catwoman movie?
Yes, and I did backflips trying to defend the movie. I believe I said that its intention was to be a parody, and it succeeds on that level. Was my argument.
Its intentions were not to be a parody.
All right, so here we have Globulus.
I suppose next you're going to tell me there was a Daredevil movie too, huh?
Yeah.
All right, I want the Daredevil movie to be on trial, and I want to be on it defending it.
Okay. Well, we're definitely doing Daredevil. I think the week of the Defenders.
star witness Ronnie Adams.
But all right, back to GI Joe. Globulus and his monster arm snake.
And then Cobra Commander's in the clam.
And he's that darn clam bubblegum.
Bearded clam, huh?
Oh,
Justin.
Well, it did have one.
Not you two.
Now,
I expected
Globulus.
out of Starcher and Radulich, but
Rock and roll.
I think I talked about how I have in the past taken my GI Joes apart and made like I don't know, I guess custom GI Joes with different parts. Globulus was one of them, and I didn't think I'd be able to do it. But I mean, you took the top half of him, and then he had like the big long snake tail. His top half was like any other GI Joe.
Hey.
So I gave him legs.
You ever run around with Globulus and whip people with a tail? I did. Hang
No,
on.
I was trying to keep my globulus from trying to break in half.
Oh man, don't.
I was always trying to pose mine, but I couldn't get him to just do anything.
Because he would tear.
Showtime. So we got a couple people on trial here.
So
On trial.
Falcon is Duke's little brother.
Oh.
Seen to the slaughterhouse.
Uh-oh. That sounds scary. It's a big white light.
Yeah, this is where they turn him into a snake. Like he starts off with
that's right.
just a snake head, and eventually he just becomes a snake and like slithers away mid-battle.
Last thing I wanted to do was feel sorry for Cobra Commander, and this movie proceeded to make me feel sorry for him.
Did he ever come back after this?
Yeah.
Did he ever wear the new costume in the cartoon?
The
Like
silver one?
The armor?
Yeah, the silver with
No,
the
that
eyes
one-
that actually had eye holes.
That wasn't him.
Okay. It was
There's
just
at one
a totally
point
different
where he
guy.
wears a hood. I know that they sold a toy of him in the hood, and I'm pretty sure the hood was on the television show. But I feel like that was even before this movie. Like, he started off in the helmet, then he wore the hood. Then I remember being surprised he was back in the helmet for this movie, and then I don't remember what they did with him.
Then they had another person that was pretending to be him, basically.
Mm-hmm.
He was like in a silver armor uniform kind of deal.
Okay.
I didn't know that was a totally different guy.
Did the actual Cobra Commander ever come back though?
Yeah, he did find his way back.
Okay.
Now, are you talking about the silver armor? Was that in the cartoon or the comic book?
I know it was definitely in the comic book. I don't know about the cartoon.
I think it might have appeared after this in the cartoon, actually.
So here we have a brief history of the universe.
Went from cavemen to NASA. I was going to say, he got an upgrade.
So basically, snake people were reviled and made to retreat, and man took over.
Oh, much like lizard people?
It's like Master Universe with the...
That's okay. You know, like we drove the snake people into the Arctic, and then the monkeys will drive us into the Arctic. It'll be all, it all comes around.
All comes around.
Spoilers. So Cobra is actually the Illuminati? Lizard people?
Well, the eyes have it.
No. Welcome to the Rattledge Broadcasting Vaudeville Hour.
Justin, why I oughta?
Now, are they saying that Globulus had a hand in...
Yes.
Cobra?
What I was able to infer without actually listening to the dialogue is that they were driven into the Arctic, but and Cobra Commander was one of them. He's the one that sprayed his face and got all eyeballed, mutated. So
that's why he wears the helmet.
Yes.
Yeah. So we need you to go back out and take over the Earth so that we can come back, so that we can come out of hiding. And he gave him the resources to create Cobra, and they have failed every single step of the way. And so he's basically like, "Screw you! You are a failure. Serpentor is the one we need." And now I don't know what's happening. They're penetrating the atmosphere with plants. Missiles.
They're going to launch the spores into the atmosphere to turn everybody into snake people.
They're going to mutate everybody.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, what else would they be doing? I mean, come on,
guys. I don't know if
this
Cobra
movie
Commander
is such a
makes it back. By the way,
this movie is such a head trip that those could have been alien ships sent out to explore the universe. Wow,
that's kind of reminds me of an old Captain America storyline where people were turning into snakes by the Serpent Society.
I remember when Captain America was turned into a werewolf.
I remember when Captain America became a meth head.
Ugh.
Remember that ice? He blew up in a
Oh
a
yeah.
warehouse full of ice, and he got into his system, so he had to take the super soldier serum out of his body for a while
Mm-hmm.
because he was addicted to meth.
Okay, so I'm just looking on Wikipedia for an explanation about what happens with Cobra Commander after this movie.
Yeah.
After the movie, as seen in G.I. Joe: Real American Hero, Cobra Commander is still in a snake form and kept as a pet by Serpentor. However, Baroness restores him partly to a semi-human form through an exposure to an ancient primordial energy called Dragonfire. So he apparently does come back.
That's what I thought.
He regains control of Cobra. So yeah. This is, man, not fun times for Cobra Commander here.
No.
Well, I mean, you get what you give.
Yeah.
How
what do you
many
expect?
years? In all honesty, how many years did he run Cobra and not have a successful mission ever?
And how many years in Cobra did he run stupid missions? I mean, it's like take over the world's credit cards. Wait, what?
All right, trivia time. Everyone remember the helicopter pilot's name because it's awesome.
Wild Bill.
Yeah,
That's
I was going
right,
to say,
baby.
nice.
Crazy Legs.
He was a parachute dude.
No, see you later.
Dudes.
Paratrooper.
It's on the file, the back of the GI Joe card.
Yeah, what they were.
So and so parachute dude.
Shut up. No, he's a paratrooper. That's but they always had their little special, what they
Specialty, you mean?
their specialty. Shut up.
No, we're helping you out. We're helping you out, Ronnie Adams.
They had their specialty, but I remember
mainframe.
mainframe.
Shot.
Oh, this dude.
Yeah.
It
mainframe was like the computer specialist. Okay, never mind.
So evidently this guy didn't pay attention. He saw the symbol on his chest, but he didn't realize there was a line through it.
Like to see that happen right there.
What was his name? He was a Cobra Viper that turned against Cobra and then joined Slaughter's Marauders.
Don't know.
I was wondering when Sergeant Slaughter was going to show up in this.
Full Nelson.
They sell toys for these guys?
Yeah. Oh yes,
dude.
They were. I
have a Sergeant Slaughter. You know that there was a Sergeant Slaughter figure, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I had all of Slaughter's Marauders, baby.
They were a 3-pack.
Oh wait. Is the line coming up? Is this it?
Itty bitty.
Did we miss it?
It gets in his face. Someone's in pain.
You're fine.
Attend to them.
There it is.
Itty bitty.
Ditty bag.
Ditty bag.
Oh, I'm gonna be stuck on that for a while.
I just remember marking out as a wrestling fan because he called somebody maggot. It's like he did it. He did it in the cartoon too.
Mercer
was the Cobra Viper, and then
Red Dog.
That's racist.
Who was a little bit, yeah.
Big Top. So he was a circus act.
I think he called him Taurus. Maybe not. Well, I could tell you that there's a guy. I'm looking at the figures right now from 2011.
Those aren't real.
They're not real?
I don't know. I'm just.
Oh, I'm on yojo.com for Pete's sake. The dude with that can't be him. 1989. Slaughter's Marauders were definitely different in '89.
Yeah.
All right,
must have never
so
made
can anyone follow what happened here? Why was whoever this person, I guess Lieutenant Falcon, is that his name?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why was he sent to Slaughter's Marauders?
Because that was his punishment for disobeying orders and just being a general douche.
So is he there for like retraining, or is he there that's like
Yeah.
just new? Okay.
Well, he bucks against the system, so they have to figure out why, or they have to reprogram him basically
Okay.
to be a soldier.
So he's not reassigned to a post. He's getting additional training.
He's getting retrained.
If anybody could,
That's what you want on your front lines against the evil bug people. Fucking shipwreck.
listen, shipwreck. No, never mind. I'm not looking up for Cup and shipwreck. You stop it.
You stop it. Stop defending shitty characters.
They're not.
I mean, I love Shipwreck, but come on now. He's not the best Joe.
Roadblock be clubbing, huh?
Loving.
Oh, jeez.
Boom.
That was Roadblock's second series version, by the way.
Yeah. Get out of my face.
The original version, he had the original version, he had like a camo tank top.
There you go, Snake Eyes.
I was going to say, Snake Eyes hasn't done crap in this movie so far.
Bounce, yeah.
And this is Lady J's hentai part of the movie. It was a failed escape.
Cobra La. Punch him!
All right,
You
so
betrayed Megatron!
Cobra Commander is trying to convince Roadblock that all hope is lost. Just try to escape with them two and go get more Joes and come back for them.
Poor Cobra Commander.
Just wants to get out of there. He's not
Yeah,
really interested in saving the
Get
Joes.
me out.
Cut it out.
Cut it out. What's up with the eye? The patch thing
He's a snake
has
person.
some kind of powers.
Oh, here we go.
Yes, he gets the power of being stabbed in the eye at some point.
Not a good power to have.
That's a terrible power.
No. Roadblock.
Come on, Roblox. There you go. No.
Roadblock is now blind.
He's got plenty of eyes to be his eyes, so that's pretty.
Waka waka.
Oh, it ain't gonna stop. Here we go.
Like when I don't think when they were young, I don't think they should win. Oh, I think they should win. Aye.
Justin's going driving into the ground.
All right, so Nemesis Enforcer is not a good detective.
He's your big dumb lummox powerhouse. Can't expect him to do much.
He didn't even.
He's like, where'd they go?
He didn't even bother to check.
Where'd they go, George? Can't touch the water. What a bad.
That reminds me of when Ken Shamrock was part of the ministry, or the whatever. Then he was looking for Stephanie McMahon, and he lifted a folding chair and went, Stephanie.
Perfect.
Oh man, that was terrible.
Terrible.
Okay, you're at your limit, Justin. I'm calling it.
Uh-oh. Did the mask just come off?
Yeah.
It did. Now, how do you see through that? It looks like a bunch of circuits.
How did Darth Vader see through his mask? By
Through
the way,
the eye holes?
Have you ever? There were no holes in that mask. Have you ever seen the Red Letter Media video of Mike and Jay reading like the 10 things you didn't know about Darth Vader's suit, and it's really funny.
No,
No.
Apparently, Darth Vader is in like immense pain all the time, and his budget is, and his suit is like low rent. It's, like the Empire like tried to scrimp and save on his suit. It's pretty funny. These guys are having an all-you-can-eat barbecue fest. That's a lot of meat.
He just missed breakfast. That was breakfast.
Cobra may have the crappy equipment, but by God, they have the best meat around.
A little assist. Yeah, I found a Sergeant Slaughter at an auction, and man, no, I didn't find the actual one. Ronnie sat across from Sergeant Slaughter like
at Five Guys Burgers.
Shortly after I got to know Ronnie, he sent a picture where he was sitting right across from freaking Sergeant Slaughter. I was like, "What the hell is going on?"
He lives in the town I live in. It's Burlington, North Carolina. Mm-hmm. And not only that, but his daughter went to Marshall University in Huntington, West Virginia, where I moved from. So I also saw him in Huntington, West Virginia, and I'm pretty sure he thought I was following him, but you know.
There's that guy again, that maggot.
Super nice guy. A couple of friends of mine actually were sitting across from him, or at the bar. He was sitting at the bar having a drink at Brick's Pizza, or having something to eat, and they bought his food for him, just because they're fans or whatever.
Yeah.
And so they bought his food, and I think they may have, I don't know if they bought him a beer or something like that, but they definitely bought his food. And he came up to me, he's like, "Hey, thank you guys very much for that." And it was just kind of doting on him. And they were like, "Hey, he's do you mind if we get a picture?" He said, "No, absolutely." And so yeah, he took a picture with him. He put one of my friends in the Cobra clutch during the picture.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Super nice guy.
All right, so here we have the Slaughter's Marauders trying to infiltrate the Terror Dome.
You asked Mark Radulich about if anybody had the Terror Dome. I know a guy who has one right now, and
kids do not play with it.
Exactly. It is in a room, a locked room. It has one of those freaking key things where you punch in the numbers to unlock the room. I shit you not.
It's terrible.
But I've seen it.
It's great. It's like a museum piece, right?
Oh, his whole basement's a museum piece, dude. He's got like replica movie props hanging on the wall. Just some great, memorabilia for that any geek or nerd would love.
So, speaking of memorabilia, I was gonna say I've seen a ton of GI Joe stuff on Dave's All American Toys and Comics.
Plugging it.
Yeah. Go back to your friend now. Is your friend with the museum in his basement? Is he married? Does he have kids?
Yes, and yes.
Wow,
he does.
It's impressive.
Believe it or not, we can't impress the ladies, Mark Radulich. Whether we keep our toys in.
I'm not suggesting that no woman will date a guy with a toy collection.
Yeah, you are.
Because there's a lot of terrible men out there, and the ratios are such that women have to tolerate shit like that. But my point is more of that the wife let him keep it after they got married and had children. Had to make room for children. Shit.
Funny story about that. I'll have to tell you offline. Yes, sir.
Talking to the snake.
Let me put my mouth on this.
They're going in. Cobra's like, we've got to design a Terrordrome. Okay, all right, that sounds good, but everything's got to be snakes. All right, the microphone's got to be a snake. You go to the bathroom, the little handle to flush the toilet's a snake.
Okay, down talking to one of these at the drive-thru or something.
All the levers have to be snakes. It's fine.
Oh, everything's got to be. It's all got to be snake related.
Yeah.
And everybody just falls in line. Oh yeah, sounds great. And how many freaking soldiers does Cobra have? Like nobody's batting an eye at this.
He just turns and fires like nothing.
Boom.
He's quite the shot.
That is definitely some laser beams.
I mean, they're just shooting like it's nothing.
Why is
laser beam
yelling at him? He's the most effective Joe I've seen in this movie.
Because
he's getting slapped around by Serpentor.
What is it with just smacking people in this movie?
All right, no waterboarding. You just gonna get slapped for like an hour.
Change my picture, slap my bitch up.
Oh, the Enforcer.
I'm telling you, that is iconic right there. The guy standing with the wings, just a silhouette. Here he comes. I can't remember. Don't spoil it because I don't know. But I can't remember who takes Nemesis Enforcer out. So if it's at first I was thinking it was Roadblock. Oh, Tentacle Cookie right in the face.
No, it's a face hugger. We already agreed it's a face hugger.
Sure. Well, I did not agree to that. Oh, I did. Okay.
I agree. I agreed for you.
Now, didn't
Oh, Serpentor cry for help. Help, Nemesis Enforcer.
It's a crappy face hugger, man.
Didn't lose his glasses. That's what I call a good day.
This guy's whistle on him still. In case he wants to call a basketball game.
There goes the terror dream.
What was the point of this mission?
Not much of anything.
Or were they trying to rescue?
They were trying to blow up the terror dream.
Just blow it up. Okay.
Okay. Well, then I guess it was effective because they did.
They done did it.
Yeah, they did.
Because he didn't get captured until during.
As they were panning across like that, should have been a picture of like porcelain snakes from microphones and stuff.
Like the snake cookie jar.
Yeah. There's some random snake bits everywhere.
Terror Dream had that Legion of Doom feel to it all the time. To me, being in the swamp and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, the Legion of Doom. Remember that from Super Friends?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, back at the Hall of Justice,
they had a little terror dome of their own that was buried in the swamp because they're bad guys.
The BET will be saved today.
A lot
I mean,
of this cartoon.
you go.
I don't really watch it. It can go off the air if it,
The BET will be saved, huh? You want to bet on that?
The BET.
Are we still making?
That's a good one.
Making that joke.
That's a good one.
Are we still doing this? We're still doing BET jokes.
Only thing I got, Mark.
So they got a girl with the name of Jinx flying a helicopter.
Well, it's better than Chuckles.
Chuckles pick it up and run with it.
Making helicopter noises.
Thank goodness for Chuckles.
Who you got flying the chopper? Jinx and Bad Luck.
Get to the chopper.
Yeah.
The chopper.
Who's your chopper crew? Well, we've got Jinx, Bad Luck, Crash Landing, and Oops.
Oops. It's a new Joe named Oops.
Oh, this is the next scene coming up with Duke is fabulous. It's the best part of the movie.
I don't even want to know.
Man.
Easy.
I'm so tired.
He just manually started a helicopter.
And he's still on the back of it while
He's like, I got this.
He probably thinks he's helping him fly. He's like, all right, here we go, guys.
He just grabbed the rotors.
Lifting it from the top.
I have a Chuckles crotch upstairs, by the way.
Chuckles has retard strength.
Oh my god! What? No. Oh no.
Sorry, was there not enough BET in that joke for you?
Oh man.
Oh god. How are they not dead?
Chuckles is dead.
Okay.
Third floor, lingerie.
Yeah.
First appearance, last appearance.
All right, so they threw an octopus at the helicopter. It went down through like a glass building, and they all walk out of the helicopter, including Chuckles, who was not inside the helicopter at the time.
And he's the one rescuing them. I don't understand.
That whole team should have bought it.
That guy's amazing. Should have been him versus Nemesis Enforcer. I hope it is.
Oh man, that's so annoying.
La, 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 la.
Cobra. La, la.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Jeez.
It's one of the beasts from Tremors.
I think it sounds annoying.
It's a Chitauri.
So these worm things are just messing up G.I. Joe's world. Of course, nobody's dying by gunfire.
I'm gonna say around this time be the Chitauri 2600, wouldn't it?
There you go.
Everyone get out and
show him what's up. Push him out of the way.
Adamantium blades on.
Yes.
There we go.
Put a little elbow grease into it.
Waka waka.
Oh, elbow grease. There you go.
If it bleeds, if it bleeds, we can kill it line.
Come to be.
And Cobra successfully steals the BET.
They're just gonna worm their way out.
This is their most successful mission ever, and it comes in like what, an hour into the movie?
I actually had one of those stealth jets. Those were pretty cool.
The blackbirds there.
Yeah, they were huge.
Slaughters Marauders are here. And I've got the whole gang's here now. Yo, Joe.
Sorry, gentlemen, I had to step out and take a phone call.
Oh, Sergeant Slaughter and Flint or Lieutenant Hawk or whatever the hell his name is should have just bought it.
Hawk Flint.
Seriously, how is nobody dying in these explosions?
Oh man, here comes Serpentor.
All right, next beer.
Next. Oh. What happened to my? Oh. Rip.
Here we go. Best part of the movie. Boom.
That's heart shot right there. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, it looks like it's to the arm. Okay. More towards the arm.
Yeah, he got him in the pec.
The pectoral.
What the heck?
It's a bat crab.
You know, you see him all the time.
Mark, I do have to say, I love your. What is this? It's a bat crab. I mean, come on, man. What are you thinking?
There's Doc.
Yeah, the non-combatant. He refuses to pick up a gun.
Well, he's a medic, so.
Yeah, well, he needs to pick up a gun.
Not everyone needs to pick up a gun.
America. Okay, you're watching your friends get bat crabs and face huggers and everything. You pick up a gun.
Not everybody is there. Look, your medic needs to hang in the back and heal you. That's how Dungeons and Dragons works.
Right, but he also needs to pick up a gun because they have bat crabs, Mark.
There's a zillion Joes with guns. He's okay.
I think, as a matter of fact, he's probably realized that everybody within range of his sight is not getting hit by fire anyway. There's he probably feels pretty damn safe.
He's like, Duke got hit. He's like, finally a customer after like 8 years of this.
I've just been sitting here. He's like pulling out gauze that's expired.
His pants are all stained in plastic from jerking off the entire time.
Tape's not sticking. Oh, we're online.
Oh, so, that's right. They needed the BET to set the spores off. That's
okay.
I mean, if there's anything that can set spores off, it's BET.
Of course, it's gotta be a snake.
I don't know what that means. I'm sorry.
Okay, so that's like their little hourglass thing. Is this worm crawling up a sword?
I thought it was a little snake.
Can't just do sand. Just gonna have. We gotta time it by snake crawl.
Everything is snakes. Snakes.
Snakes.
Why'd that be snakes? Oh no, I'm boring you, Ronnie.
That was me. I'm a little tired. Sorry. It's day 2 of 3 of chemo.
Oh.
When is Big Lob gonna make his move? That's what I want to know.
When's he gonna take his shot?
You've done quite enough. This dude's still walking around with a snake on his back.
Oh man, Cobra Commander turning. Wow.
He's a snake with hands. It's an evolved snake right there.
All I keep saying is, I was once a man. Once a man. More like once.
I was a man.
Yeah, I was.
Should be more like
That was
I was
creepy
a mutant.
that was creepy as a kid. I was a man.
Remember the Yosemite Sam cartoon where the guy runs off the ship and goes, "Oh, I was a man once." and the sign on the boat says "Jolly." The sad sack, formerly the Jolly Roger. And Cobra Commander just lives off in the distance. Now that roadblock's been found by the other Joes. So remember at the beginning of the movie, they were telling a joke. They're like, I don't care if it takes all night. We'll get there by morning. Ha, ha, ha. That's funny.
Shouldn't he look at the camera? Shouldn't he be not looking at the camera and then they turn around and look at it?
All right, I think we're up to the final assault here. Yo, Joe. You're about to get that globulus.
Siri, set a timer for 5 snakes.
All right, here we go. This is whatever's left of G.I. Joe versus the crab people.
Whatever's left.
That's everybody.
Crab
Everybody's still alive.
Crab people.
No, they're all getting hentai. I'm sorry, that's not what's happening in this scene?
I don't know. I just don't like that.
I thought people didn't do vines anymore.
Waka waka.
Oh, man.
Limit, Justin.
And now it's up to the new Joes to fix it all and save everybody from the hentai monster.
That way every kid in the creation will go, I need this G.I. Joe.
Yep. I need Tunnel Rat and Chuckles.
I had Tunnel Rat and Chuckles.
Not doubting that at all.
Hey, I was a G.I. Joe kid.
I wanted Big Lob when I was a kid. Because he made his move.
Made the move?
Then as he's flying the copter this time, he's like, okay, this time I'm flying it.
Chuckles, get off the propeller.
Oh, man.
Why is Roblox wearing Cobra Commander like a pet?
I would love to see. They should have made a Cobra Commander figure of that right there.
It's just a big snake.
Just a big snake.
The arms have finally gone away.
I mean, he does Yoda him throughout this whole movie, pretty much.
Oh no, there's Tunnel Rat.
Oh, I remember this.
I like how he
Boom.
punches and it goes like dominoes. Punches one, and he hits the other one on the other boat. The other one hits the other one on the other boat.
Who was it that punched? Was that Chuckles?
Chuckles, yeah.
Oh, jeez, the guys. That's Nemesis Enforcer's like alternate Joe. I swear, man.
They needed. That's the feud right there.
That's seriously.
Tunnel
Nemesis
Rat
Enforcer.
versus.
The Nemesis Enforcer's all like, he's grim, doesn't say a word, and strength like insane.
It's like Hawaiian shirt versus bat wings.
Yeah, there you go.
Dusty versus Flair.
Which one would Chuckles be?
Dusty in the polka dots.
Good call.
Clearly.
Joes are getting shot out of the sky left and right here.
Chuckles lands on the ground. Earth caves in.
Cobra with their hentai guns.
Joe.
Quick kick with the barefoot.
I think
In the snow.
That answers the question from before. Is he wearing shoes? He isn't.
Oh, that was double clothesline.
Everyone's getting punched. Hentai gun, schmentai gun. You're all getting punched.
They got to shut down the BET.
There's barbecue.
Barbecue.
I have not seen pork chop sandwiches this series though.
Oh, he hasn't.
Wow, that was amazing.
You guys remember when they actually put this on the actual cartoon time and they made like it is in episodes?
I think I do. Where they cut it up.
Yeah.
And there's just, like unlimited like weapons, bio weapons that these guys have.
Like this, you wax it.
Boom, right in the face. Unseen Blurkos are the heroes of the day. Spider. There it is.
Ew.
Dude, I'd hate to live in this place.
This nightmare.
Oh, look at this thing. Jesus Christ. That thing is nasty. And what happened there?
Heartburn.
Bad case of indigestion.
Indigestion. These,
Chuckles with the bazooka in one arm and the gun in the other.
I'm telling you,
Pistol.
man.
He fired it one-handed. Nice.
Chuckles has got that strength, man. He's got that Eugene strength. Everyone take a drink, by the way. That's 2 wrestling references. And here we got more.
Just
more
Slaughter just waxed him.
Boom. Boom. They all just give up after one hit in the face.
They're not like 9 times their size or anything.
Jinx gives it her best shot.
She gets best trier award.
Like my blind ninja master taught me, when shooting in the face doesn't work, hit with the butt of your gun. Vengeance is ours.
Slaughter's like,
Ninja
not again.
Ninja Starfish.
Here we
Awesome.
go.
There it is, our main event. All right, it's the evil chick versus
How does
Jinx.
she not have a figure? I'm telling you.
She does have a
boy,
figure.
dude, even my wife said it before. Boys don't buy the girl toys. Not in sufficient enough numbers.
Not
so that
back
they
in
would
the
be
80s.
bothered.
I could believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah, not in 87.
And I mean, she does have a figure on this, but she doesn't have a figure.
Oh.
I was really waiting for somebody to make that joke. Thanks for getting in there.
Oh! The old wing back cracker.
Put them in a triangle. Triangle.
TNA. TNA.
And then that's Global Force Wrestling.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Dripping fingers.
HLA. HLA.
No.
Lieutenant Falcon's trying to earn back the faith and trust.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
The clam monster has gone out of control.
Snake
He
spear?
didn't
No.
throw a spear this time.
No.
No. It's a snake's trying to strangle him.
Unlimited snakes. Like Fazoli's with unlimited breadsticks.
Uh-oh.
Huh.
It's business now. Off comes the mask. All I get is blindfold.
Because like her blind ninja master used to say.
Was
Hey,
a man.
It's Cobra Commander to save the day.
Cobra Commander's battle
snake.
cry. Was a man.
He's going to get the snake off of
Lieutenant Dan.
I'm so tired. I was like Lieutenant Skittlefish.
Lieutenant Skittlefish. Yes,
I don't
sir.
remember his name.
Uh-oh.
Lieutenant Falcon. And the clam microphone just fell out of into the water.
Oh, no.
I like Skittle.
This is the ending of Superman 2. Just the bad guys are all like falling into a cliff. They're gonna land.
Oh, pile driver.
No, it was a slam.
Yes.
Oh,
Elbow
yes.
drop.
Yes,
Double
sir.
axe handle.
Oh.
Oh.
Another double axe handle.
He's like,
This is Sparta.
All right, he goes into the LP.
Uh-oh.
Wait, what?
oh, no capes. No capes.
Whee! No! And they conveniently have him shot out of the cave.
Right out of
They
the.
could be around for future G.I. Joe
Out.
episodes.
We're down to 2 snakes. Maybe 1 snake left. Half a snake.
Yeah, where are the other Joes? Surely they've run out of like crab people to shoot.
I go from snakes to crab people.
Crab people. Oh, when did he come out of his shell?
We're coming out of our shells.
There it is. There it is.
He has a pretty blue tail, like a little mermaid.
Oh, break his neck.
Good Lord, Jesse.
Oh, here we go.
Settle down.
Here we go. Boom.
Oh,
Right in the
didn't
eye.
see nothing.
We're all enjoying the fight scene as a part of our childhood, and just break his neck. Eviscerate him.
Hey,
All
Mark.
right.
Mark,
Yes.
BET has been deactivated.
Great.
It's about time.
All bets are off.
Oh, spores have been released, folks. We've got trouble in Little China.
And he's back in the show.
Oh.
And he's out of there.
Frog floater thing.
Now they're going to use the BET to, like, eviscerate the spores, if I remember correctly. They're going to fry them in outer space.
Sergeant Slaughter said exactly what you just said. You're going to fry them spores in space.
Nuke the site from orbit just to be sure. Nuke it. Boom. Like hot buttered popcorn.
Ew, worst popcorn ever.
What kind of flavored popcorn would you like? Spores?
Spores.
I want a Jinx haircut.
You notice that all the G.I. Joes have disappeared from this final scene? It's just Jinx, Lieutenant Skittlefish, and Slaughter.
Lieutenant Skittlefish.
If we would have just called him Don Johnson the whole movie, we would have been able to keep that straight.
But then he would have had to wear white pants and a Hawaiian shirt, or I would have gotten.
Then you got Chuckles. Yeah.
Yeah, you already had that going on.
Yeah, he did evolve from Blue Falcon to Skittlefish, right?
Blue Falcon.
He redeemed himself.
If I learned one thing tonight, it'll be what Blue Falcon actually means.
We like to educate people here on the Rattlegion Broadcasting Network.
That's the truth. All right, time to get out of this nightmare world here. Leave. Get out.
Out of Cobra Law.
No, he got sent off into the distance. Now there's bits of snake and crab everywhere.
I'd love for the Orkin Man just to show up, kind of do a brief cameo. All these dead insects all over the place.
Okay, so
Joe.
So Shadow, what's his face, wasn't even in the movie.
Snake Eyes?
Storm Shadow?
No.
Storm Shadow.
Storm Shadow. Oh, yeah.
He made a small scene.
And Snake Eyes didn't do shit in this. And he's like everybody's favorite Joe.
He's like the Wolverine of G.I. Joes.
Yeah.
This was
Revolution made him like, just a killer. Just crazy guy.
Basically, this is the Series 2 toy commercial, just like they did with Transformers.
Yep. All right, I think we've reached the end here.
Mark?
Gold showers.
Falling stars. There's nothing being golden showered there, sir.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Cobra.
Alphabetical order. Jinx, Shuko, Akune. Akuna Matata.
Oh, they did it alphabetical order?
Yep.
It's Taurus, Justin. They called him Taurus. Pythona. Who was that? Was that chick? The chick?
That's the one
Right,
okay.
Yes, and Don Johnson was Lieutenant Skittlefish.
Who was Burgess Meredith? Globulus. Okay. Ron Ortiz as Law.
Big Lob. Brad Sanders. Big Lob.
Big Lob. Sergeant Slaughter going by his common name of Sergeant Slaughter.
Frank Welker was Torch and Wild Bill.
Interesting.
All right, let's close this up here. So what do we all think of this? Watching it this many years later. I mean, it's the 30-year anniversary of this.
Yeah, 31.
No, it came out in 87, dude.
Yeah.
I thought it was 86.
It just said 87.
Oh. I see that now.
30-year anniversary.
Screen that you're watching.
He's keeping track of his numbers after issue 4, man.
What's that guy?
One sec. Watch out. You're going to go to bed. Say goodnight, Gracie.
I want to go do that.
What did you think of the movie?
Did he have a favorite character?
You can stay up if you tell me what you thought of the movie.
Maybe about baby.
Boss
Okay,
Baby
go to
wasn't
bed.
Boss Baby wasn't in the movie. What did you think of the movie I just had on? Did you like it? Did you not like it? You didn't seem like you were watching it very much.
No, he has it.
Nene has it?
Yep.
Nene doesn't have G.I. Joe the movie, sir.
No, Bob Baby. Who does?
You have a one-track mind. Do you know that?
Bob
All
Baby.
you talk about is Boss Baby or Maui. It's like you're a kid or something.
He does have Bob Baby.
I know she does. But I'm asking you what you thought of G.I. Joe the movie.
I'm good.
Yeah? Who's your favorite character?
I'm the green guy.
The green guy?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Globulus?
he likes the heels.
Yeah, that both my kids are like that. All right, go do something constructive. All right.
Green
My
guy could have
daughter-
been Beachhead.
It's true.
Who says shit in the movie? I know he does.
Verifying it immediately after this, by the way.
So yeah, my daughter didn't even make it. She's been asleep for the last the third act of the movie. In any case, so let's go around the horn here. Justin Thomas, what did you think of rewatching this all these years later, the 30th anniversary of G.I. Joe the movie? What were some of your thoughts?
I think it was very good. I mean, still even watching after all these years. Of course, it's a lot more twisted than what I remember with all the
It's called You Grew Up.
all the insects and all that stuff. But to tell you the truth, I don't think they could have done it any differently. They had to go outside the box, or it would have just been just boring lasers and everything. I think they had to do that outside the box little technique there.
I got you. It'd just be like it was another G.I. Joe cartoon.
I mean, they actually had to.
This is the best. The characters and events in this motion picture are fictional. Really?
What?
There's no
That's a lie.
Globulus?
I swear I saw Chuckles.
I met
I'm
Globulus in a bar one night.
I was going to say they had to put that world domination thing, that whole big world threat, on a more global scale than what Cobra was doing before this.
I got you.
I once dated
They
a
really
girl.
had-
I once dated a girl that was like Pythona.
I'm
With the fingernails that drip venom and all.
Yes. Boy, it didn't work out. All right. Anything else, Justin?
No, that's pretty much my thoughts on that. I mean, just like I said, I wasn't disappointed. I'm a lot happier that they didn't kill off everybody like from the first series. I mean, I was actually happy that they actually stuck around.
Yes, apparently.
Yeah, I mean,
apparently Hasbro was like, "We're still gonna make gung ho figures. It's fine. You don't have to kill him." All right, Screaming Boy, Lorax, go.
I think it holds up very well over time. Not as I mean, like I was very disappointed when I watched the G.I. Joe the series and tried to relive my childhood, and it was not good at all. It was not a good experience. So this held up a lot better than the actual series. So I enjoy it. It is a much more twisted than I remember as a child, just like Justin said, but with good reason.
Now, we talked about on the Transformers episode that they released that in theaters, and it actually did not do well. It is with DVD and Blu-ray sales, and rewatchability on TV was broken up into episodes. It's actually done better, but its theatrical run was not great. Whether it just wasn't promoted very well, or there wasn't enough interest in the cartoon. There were parents taking their kids to the movie and whatnot.
well,
do you think? Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, well, Transformers, most people probably left during the beginning of the movie and got their money back because of the overall massacre that happened in the beginning of the movie. That's probably what happened.
Right. I'm not taking my kids to this. Half the toys I bought them are blown away in the first 5 minutes. So
you're gonna make me buy new toys. I know
it. My question to you, Jesse, or if anyone else wants to jump in here, and I'll give you an opportunity to say what you thought of the film. But
sure.
Do you think Hasbro and the movie production, Sunbow and Marvel, do you think they kind of learned from I mean, they both came out at the same time, around the same time, but I would imagine, if I remember correctly, this came out after Transformers, and it might have been intended as a theatrical run. I haven't really done the background reading on it, but I guess they might have seen how Transformers didn't do well, and were like, let's just put this on television.
Yeah,
we'll make our money back in commercial sales. We'll get plenty of companies wanting to air commercials during this run, and then we'll break it up later on into episodes. What do you think?
Yeah, I could see that because they did do a few changes. I've heard about this, I think, on another podcast, and I think maybe even from one of you guys. But originally, Duke dies in this original script.
Mm-hmm.
He dies, and they were like, I guess after the craziness that happened with the Transformers movie, they were like, oh, well, okay, that didn't go over so well. So
Right.
there were definite changes. I know that they went into this movie with what happened in Transformers and the reception that Transformers got in mind. So I definitely could see them making, not only do we know they'd made definite one change, they probably looked at it a different way of handling things now. I mean, that's just like we would mention throughout this whole commentary. Not a single Joe met their end, and then almost like very little injury to a few of the Joes. But with the amount of action that was going on, it's almost unbelievable. But as a kid, you'll believe anything. So now, as for my final thoughts on the film, man, it has been a while since I've seen this. Very, very long times where I know one of the things that I felt the most when I originally watched it, was how, how it did have this kind of, it was definitely more of a threat and more of an upscale. Oh crap, these guys aren't messing around. These, the Cobra La and Nemesis Enforcer and Globulus, and holy crap, Cobra Commander's a snake. I remember all these changes happening and the weight that it had, because again, this was my favorite toy line. This was the toy line that I had the most of. This was the toy line I played with the most. So watching it again, does it hold as much weight? I almost would say that Transformers holds more weight to me than this one does. After going back and revisiting the first one. So I don't know. It could be mixed emotions. It could be the fact that I haven't sat down and just watched it clearly straight through as a movie and just jumped into a commentary with you guys. But I mean, I still enjoyed it. I'm glad I got a chance to watch it with you guys. That's absolutely what I'm coming out of here with.
Question, Jesse, did Chuckles make the movie?
He does now. The next time I watch this movie, I'm paying more attention to what Chuckles does, because we might have missed a couple things. You just never know.
All right. As for me, rounding out the discussion here, I very much enjoyed this. I remember watching this as a kid, and I enjoy. I think what you said about them kicking it up a notch with the new characters. I mean, Nemesis Enforcer gets a lot of play in this movie.
Oh yeah,
he's a big time star in this, and Burgess Meredith as Globulus was fun. Pythona in the beginning, she was a great addition to the cast. I remember not being overjoyed with the Lieutenant Falcon character, but again, new toys, new characters. They had to give him something to do, and it brought in Slaughter's Marauders, which were a fun group. I remembered even as a kid, by the time I started watching wrestling, Sergeant Slaughter was kind of on his way out of the World Wrestling Federation. He had finished up his run, and he would come back years later as the Turncoat. But so it didn't matter to me as much. But it was fun seeing Sergeant Slaughter in this, putting people in itty bitty ditty bags. Overall, not as good as Transformers in my opinion. Back then or even now, but still a lot of fun. I agree with Ronnie. I think it holds up better than the cartoon series. The cartoon series seemed a bit saccharine to me. I know a lot of people love GI Joe and everything, but I always felt like it was a little too sappy. a little too kiddie, a little too childish. I don't know. Try to think back to thinking about it as a kid, and I think I found it entertaining as a kid, but still, like, I would much rather, given the top three of that time, which were He-Man, which I was very much into, between like there's the sword and sandals aspect of it and the fantasy aspect, and Transformers, which were giant killer robots, which were my thing. I definitely preferred those two over to GI Joe, and then maybe my father's to blame for that, for sucking the enjoyment out of it for me. But overall, I have no complaints about the movie. It's a lot of fun to watch, and even like this many years later, I think it still stands up.
All right.
Well, so with that said, yes. With that said, I don't know when Jesse's going to get this up. Hopefully, he'll get it up soon. But we've got a lot of content coming your way this week. On Monday, on Source Material, we're going to do Sergeant Rock, Between a Hell and a Hard Place. On Tuesday, Andrew Graham's going to join myself and Robert Winfrey as we review Dunkirk on Damn You Hollywood. Much to Robert Cooper's chagrin, we're going to review In This Moment, Ritual, on Wednesday on the Metal Hammer of Doom. And then Andrew Graham is back for his double shot as we do a TV party tonight for 5 Came Back. That's what we got going on. It's all military all the time this week on the Rattlers and Broadcasting Network. Justin Thomas, what would you like to plug?
Well, basically, I'm just your average gamer. I game a lot on Steam. You can find me under Spectre 13 on there. Also, you can find me under Spectre 13 on the PlayStation Network. And Arctic Lightning on Xbox Live, if you want to look for me there. Also, I have a Facebook that's under Justin Thomas. I tend to raid share, so be prepared for that. I have a Twitter, a Tumblr, about pretty much anything you could think of. I'm everywhere. I'm like a virus. I just infect the internet. So just find me under Spectre 13 with the approving Deadpool pick.
Not Spider-Man.
Not Spider-Man, but the approving Deadpool pick. That's how you'll find me. If it's not approving Deadpool pick, it's not me. It's some bot or some scammer.
Hey, before we continue plugs, what are we doing next, guys? What are we doing next? Do we want to keep with this cartoon theme, or do we want to switch it up into something different? Do we want to stay with more children's fare, but not necessarily
Secret
animated?
of the Sword, dude.
Secret of the Sword.
Secret of the Sword.
Never even heard of that. I don't even know what that is.
That is the introduction of She-Ra into the He-Man line.
Oh my goodness. Now, obviously, we're going to have to make sure that it's something easy to get a hold of. Ronnie, you tried to watch it via YouTube. How'd that go for you, buddy?
Not well.
All right. Sounds believable.
Hey, let's go on Amazon real quick and see if it's available. What's it called? He-Man Secret of the Sword?
It's just called Secret of the Sword is what it's called, basically. He-Man She-Ra.
Secret Clinical Strength Deodorant. No. Secret Memoir. What is that? Secret of Nim. We should do that one.
That would be cool.
Of the Sword. All right. It's actually available as a digital Amazon video.
Cool. Is it?
Yep. It is also available as a Prime purchase on Amazon.
Okay. All right. I'm down whenever we do. Whenever we have the opportunity to do another one, I'm sure I could find it.
Right. I am adding it to my watch list.
Good deal.
I'm just saying it was very very important storyline in the He-Man franchise, you know.
Mm-hmm.
No, listen, as I've said before, my daughter likes anything with strong female characters in it. So, I'm sure she would love to watch anything that that brings on Oh no, that's the best of She-Ra, Princess of Power. Whoops. It includes. I'm sorry, it includes the Secret of the Sword on there.
Yeah.
Includes the feature
I was
film
gonna s-
Secret of the Sword with the best of She-Ra, Princess of Power.
I actually remember seeing Secret of the Sword in theaters back when I was a kid.
Yeah, me
What?
too.
Really?
There was a theatrical release?
Yep.
All right. All right.
Huh.
So that's what we'll do next time around. We want to do this. The next time Jesse doesn't have kids or anybody in his house. Oh, at some point we have to do the He-Man and She-Ra Christmas special.
Oh yeah, definitely. Horde
All right.
Prime.
Before Ronnie breaks into tears, Ronnie, go ahead and do your plugs and your objections.
Too late. I'm crying. No objections. I actually, I would like to watch Secret of the Sword again because it's probably been a good 20, 30 years since I've actually seen it. Scream Boy podcast. We are a pop culture / nerd culture podcast, which Mark thankfully hosts live every Friday night right now.
What are you doing this Friday?
We are going to talk some war, war toys. GI Joe, maybe the core. While we use the core as our backup GI Joes. Are y'all familiar with core? The core toys?
Yeah.
And things like that. Just what happened to toy guns and things like that. So we may get some politics involved in that. At which point I will shut the whole thing down.
Hey, can I throw something at Mark real fast?
Yeah.
How about Masters of the Universe, the live action film for Daniel Hollywood to follow up with Secret of the Sword?
You mean on trial?
On trial, yeah.
Oh boy.
Maybe.
He-Man Week right here on Rattlechen Broadcasting Network.
I think if I have anything to say, if I could say something, I would rather do a commentary on the live action Masters of the Universe movie.
Okay.
Because I think that would be a lot more fun. You know what I mean? For us.
Commentary while on trial.
This is our first commentary on trial.
I don't think there's a whole lot of defense for this movie, so
is that a challenge?
Oh Lord!
Don't get him started.
Yeah, I know. No, it's not. Anyway, plugs. So we're following in like with the Rattlechen Broadcasting Network. Spider-Man Week. We just had our show Why Spider-Man, where we asked the ever so broad question of why Spider-Man, meaning why do we like him? Why is he the everyman hero? What makes him tick? Is he he's a tragic character? He's the whole nine. So we had our for Spider-Man Week we had our Why Spider-Man episode. So that was really cool. We got a bunch of stuff on the Rattlechen Broadcasting Network. We also have our archives on iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn, and iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn, and the Rattlechen Broadcasting Network. So please check that out. Please give it a download, give it a listen. Find us on any and every social media outlet, which is Facebook. Search Screaming Boy Podcast. Twitter is at Screaming Boy PR, and then Instagram is Screaming Boy Podcast.
All right.
All right. I'm going next, Mark. Here I go.
Go Joe.
Go Joe. Ladies and gentlemen, go give that Rattlechen Broadcasting Network Facebook page a like to stay up on top of all the great podcasts that we have to offer. Like said earlier, I do a podcast on the network. It's called Source Material. We're closing in on 130 episodes. And if you like comic books and you like comic stories, we'll discuss them. We'll have fun discussions. We've covered the gamut of stuff. We've talked about Transformers, GI Joe, crazy crossover there. We actually talked about two of those crossovers, believe it or not, where Transformers and GI Joe crossed over. But also we've done things like our upcoming Sergeant Rock story. So there's things for just about anybody. You can go online, just go to Blog Talk Radio, type in Rattlich, and look at the whole archive there, and find out what you'd like to listen to. You can follow me at Stiznarkey on Twitter, and Source Material has a Twitter. It's at SourceMattCast. I'm ready to go to bed. How about you, gentlemen?
Let me quit just because I never do it, and I should. They are supplying a lot of our content. There isn't a day that goes by that we don't have some new content going up, either produced by the Rattlich and Broadcasting Gang or by our friends over at WrestlingToTheMax.net. They have been supplying just all kinds of wrestling content, football, soccer, some political ponderings, because why the hell not? And I think they're starting an MMA show. I don't know if we're getting it or not. We already have an MMA show. It's every Sunday with Robert Winfrey, Jeff Harris, sometimes Pat Mullen. The 401 Ground and Pound Radio Show, brought to you by the good folks at 401mania.com. But he asked me about it, and I said, "Hey, it's do what you like, boy. We're not that exclusive or competitive on this network. We're all trying to help each other out. So I mean, look at this. I gave Ronnie Adams a spot on here. We'll help anybody, right, Ronnie?
I hate you.
So, are we definitely going to repost the GI Joe PSAs again?
I'll do it. Absolutely.
Everybody's got to get their cups and crotches on for that one.
Oh, goodness gracious. All right. So what do we say the next one's going to be? Secret of the Sword?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. We just need to figure out when we're doing that.
I'll just have to
try to give me more than a day's warning so I don't have to pay the extra money to have Amazon ship me something overnight.
Will do.
Thanks. All right, folks. For Ronnie Adams, he's the Lorax. He's connected to the trees, and he's connected to the green. For Justin Thomas, he's Deadpool, not Spider-Man. Keep that in mind when you're talking to your little ones. For Jesse Starcher, the host of Source Material in his own right, the disapproving dad, and the boss, I am your host.
Fletcher's and crotches.
Cups and crotches. I am your host and mandated reporter, and frankly, after Cups and Crotches, I am mortified. Mr. Mark Rattlich, this has been another Rattlich and Broadcasting Network movie commentary. Be well, be safe, and behave.